So it's round 5, heat number 3. It's danboymanboy's solo race. He'll have his chance at the 10 or 0 as he makes his way back to the flight line. And we have with us for color FPV Slacker. And we'll be here filling in all the gaps that I'll be missing there. So there's danboymanboy just stepping up to the podium. He's having a good day too.
This should be an easy 10 with no pressure, maybe even some real fast lap times.
So the thing we were talking about there, the pressure to keep your times moving has to factor into this. He wants to make sure that he's kind of being on the competitive front of that as well, I imagine. So he's ready to go.
Let's race.
And we're watching for his quad to go into the air, and sure enough, through the gate he is.
It's a clean start. And that hurdle flag is kind of leaning because of the wind, which could give us a little bit of trouble.
So that wind was gusting on the last race here, and now it seems to calm down. So it's going to be really challenging if it just keeps turning on and off. And there was a bit of a overcorrection there in the corkscrew, but he recovers just fine.
Just cutting little weeds.
Cutting some weeds down there. We need to keep that fireweed from coming up too high. Into gate number 9 he goes. A pretty fast lap time. That one little mistake is going to nick him on that, but as long as he keeps consistently pushing it up. And again, we're not scoring for some reason. So the storing computer's having a little difficulty today.
That gust may have pushed that box over again.
So he's knocked off of the corkscrew there up into the air, and he's readjusting. And through the split S he goes. And on down through the backstretch here for lap number 2. Recording a 38-second lap. Now we're manually timing this one, so these are not completely accurate times, but we're going to get the basic gist of the length of the race here. So same overcorrection there, huh?
Dan is pretty consistent in his times.
Yeah, he's fairly consistent. He seems to be having a little trouble with that corkscrew today. Maybe it's the wind out there, I suppose. Now through the backstretch and through the gate. And that is the time, so that gets him onto his 4th lap. Just beats the 2-minute clock going on to the 4th lap.
He's got a 35-second lap on that last one, which is not shabby.
That's a good time. I mean, I would have to walk my quad around to be able to get any kind of a time. All right, through gate number 9 now, on through the backstretch. And he's going to pick up points as long as he clears this last one. He certainly does. And that's 10 points for danboymanboy as well, recording a 32.806 second lap on that.
Nice job, Dan.